call that Lanesville had been flooded and that they needed assistance from everybody in the area. The water was rising very rapidly from the reports that we received. And when I got here and spoke with the EMA director in Harrison County, he said that they had water coming through and were telling residents to get to the rooftops and that we would try to get to them as quickly as possible. Fortunately enough, as I know right now, there has not been any noted rescues. We are checking people that were calling in that saying they were not in need of rescue and that they were safe, but they were surrounded by water. That's what I have so far.
When you say rescue, you just mean people that were actually in water?
We have, right, correct. We have not pulled anyone from their homes as of yet. We have not found anybody in distress. Fortunately, the water is receding quickly, and that we want to remind people that to be careful crossing bridges that have been flooded by the floodwaters. It's uncertain that if these bridges are washed out, or even the roads. We do have crews that are out. With the police department is going out, the fire department. We have Floyd County Fire. We have Floyd County Police here. We have Harrison County Police here. We have Indiana State Police here. We also have Lanesville Police, who know the area best. They are out combing the area, checking on the residents. If you are a resident in need, try to call 911. If you cannot get through and you need help, a signal for us would be that you would put a sheet out your window and over the windowsill. If you do not need our help and you're okay, please don't put a sheet out. The water is receding. Give it a little bit, and you may be able to get out. But if you need immediate assistance, call 911, and we will be out to find you. Make sure that you tell us where you are and what condition you are in.
So have there been evacuations that have been happening, even though they may not be water rescues themselves?
Right. Evacuations were immediate. I believe that there may have been an alert sent out. I don't have that. I have not asked the EMA that directly, but they do have the capability of sending out warnings via text message and special alerts that the residents received that they needed to evacuate. I heard that order was given that they needed to evacuate if they were anywhere in this vicinity near the creek or near bodies of water, flowing bodies of water.
How much of a concern is this propane situation behind us?
So there are a lot of propane tanks that are floating down through the river. It is a big concern. We do have one, as you said, behind us that's leaking. The top is more than likely come off, and there's not a whole lot we can do about that until the water recedes. Right now it's not posing a danger because we have the area cleared of people. We're far enough away that it shouldn't be an issue. So if you do happen to come across a tank, a liquid propane tank that's floating down or that has stopped in your yard, make sure that you call 911. Let them know that you have a tank. Let them know if it's leaking. If it is leaking, stay away from it. Do not try to turn it off yourself. Not only for the fire hazard, but also the freezing temperatures that the propane is expelling out of its orifice.
Is there an environmental concern with that gas in the air?
I don't know so much about environmental as more as right now it's a hazard to safety.
Sure.
What other dangers are there in the water? Are there power lines down in the water?
There could be power lines. I don't have information on down power lines just yet. We do have Duke en route. They may already be here and may have shut the power down. I don't know if they're going to shut the power down to the town or not, but they're going to assess what they need to assess and assist us as we need to. The water has receded quite a bit, so the danger of power lines in the water that when we originally got the call out here have lessened, but it's not something that we take lightly and we keep an eye on.
Brian, when you came down here and saw this flooding, what goes through your mind?
Amazement. I've been through a lot of floods in our area. This is the first time that I've been doing this nearly 30 years. This is the first time that I've witnessed something like this myself in this area. I'm very familiar with this area, so it's kind of a shock. And I'm sure that people who got hit by that flash flood pretty quickly was a shock to them too. And that's why when the National Weather Service puts out warnings, we need to pay attention to them and make sure that, you know, we know our areas that we live in. We know it's going to flood. We need to move. So,
how are you all bracing for potentially more rain on the way?
That is something that the command staff are working on to formulate a plan. We ask that everyone that is affected in these areas to go ahead and make their own plans and maybe leave for the day. That's not an evacuation per se, but you need to plan for yourselves and make sure that you have your emergency kit ready, your medications, get them ready, and you may need to find a place to stay for a day or two, depending on what the weather's going to do. And
sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No.
Do you know how many people were evacuated out of downtown?
No, I don't have that number at the moment. We're still gathering the information.
What, a sizable amount?
I'm not sure what the population is,
Okay.
so that is something I can get back with you here soon.
We see Indiana conservation officers bringing in a lot of boats right now. What do you think those are going to be used for?
They're going to assist with rescue. They're going to assist with making sure that, finding people that need help.
Okay.
We take, they're just as trained as any one of us, because that's what they do.
Yeah.
They're also police officers as well. So they come down here. They have the airboat. They can access places better than we can. So it's a vital piece of equipment, and it's vital for them to be here as well.
Yeah.
62 back up?
I've been down here with you guys, so I'm not sure. I would imagine once they have finished making sure everyone's okay, there's nobody that needs assistance, immediate assistance, they'll open it up just so that traffic doesn't get too bad. But I don't have a timeline on that. As soon as we get done here, I'll write that up and I'll send that to you guys as soon as I can.
If somebody is in need of rescuing and they just haven't been able to reach you yet, what would you want them to know?
That we will come and find you. We are searching. We're going door to door. The police are going door to door. I know Floyd County Police have their Bearcat unit out, and they're going door to door in the areas that were focused. Speaking of which, there were reports of people being trapped at the Dollar General, at the firehouse, and at the church. They were all safe. They just could not get out. They were surrounded by water. So reportedly, they're okay. I'm sure that they have been able to exit the area by now, but I have not been down to that area to see just yet. So.